What's going on YouTube? Normally I don't like to talk on race baiting, but as the title says, is Barry Hearn racist? Now I've seen a lot on YouTube within the last few hours about an interview Barry Hearn gave at the press conference for Dillian White. And he talked about that no longer in this day and age do they do slave wages, that the promoter actually now works for the fighter versus the fighter working for the promoter and getting paid nothing. Do I think this right here says that Barry Hearn is racist? I don't think the statement alone says he's racist. I think there's a difference in culture versus England versus America. Now, the one thing that I do take issue with is to make the claim slave wage when you have people on YouTube like the LDBC already saying Eddie Hearn, who was Barry Hearn's son, is a slave master to AJ, is a very bad look. So to even bring up anything about slave anything will already play into that narrative of, Eddie and Barry being slave masters. So I think it's a bad look. Is Barry Hearn racist? I don't know. I don't know him personally. Do I think he's racist? Once again, he could be. I have no idea. I do think the statement has been taken a little out of context because at the end of his quote, in this phrase he was saying, he says that it's a good thing that the promoter works for the boxer now. Pretty much taking the power out of the promoter's hand and putting it in the fighter's hand in the day of social media. So, like I said, I don't think the statement alone is racist, and I don't think the statement alone makes him racist, but I think it is a bad look. And, I can see how it can be debated that he is racist. And like I said, to rehash what I just said a little bit prior to this, it's a very bad look whenever you already have people saying that y'all are slave masters, that you bring up slave wages. Now, the one saving grace I will say to this is he did not specify black fighters, Mexican fighters, white fighters. He said fighters, which includes all races. So, it's all the context how you look at it. It's how you interpret it. I interpret it as all fighters. But people from the LDBC could be like, well, you're white. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know that. I'm telling you from what I heard, he said fighters. He did not specify Dillian White. He did not specify AJ. Because if he did, then you knew it would be a racial thing. He just said fighters. Fighters used to get slave wages. Which might be true in England. I don't know what they used to get paid. I've never really looked into past fighters from the UK to see what they got paid. So it could be a true statement. They might not have made nothing. They might have been getting paid crumbs to what the promoters were getting. And nowadays it's flip-flopped. I don't know how true the statement is. But once again, not to ramble on forever, because I really don't want my channel to be about race. You're always going to have some form of race baiting in boxing. You have people pulling for the black fighter, for the white fighter, Irish, Mexican, whatever. It's always going to be there. It's always been there in boxing, way back going to the Nazis. Like, there's always been some form of race baiting, so to say, or racism. But I don't think the statement alone makes Barry Hearn racist. I just think it was, for this day and age, a bad look. And that's really my 2 cents on it.